Hey everyone, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, and today I have a viewer request deck tech. Hellheart, you were very persistent in all of the Commander of the Day shorts, and in requesting Sundial Tyrant as a commander. So as promised, and a little bit earlier than expected, because I said next week, but I'm gonna do this today. I have for you 3 decks. I hope you're satisfied with this. I promised you. But without further ado, let's get right into it. What is this first deck with Sundial Tyrant that we have for you here? Well, you know, it's just 63 Sundial Tyrants. I don't know how anybody could beat this. It is the most powerful commander in all of Magic. Who is he here? He is a 3/3 for 2. With no abilities. But he has some flavor text. Let's see. We follow as it walks at the head of the ever-breaking day. It is leading the dawn, or does it march to some forgotten celestial order? It does not answer our questions, so faith must sustain us. Yep, no idea. But this isn't seriously the list for you. I just wanted to do a joke first. Yeah, it's just 63 Sundial Tyrants. But let's actually get into one of the real decks, shall we? So without further ado, let's get into Sundial Tyrant viewer request. Thank you once again, Hellheart, for the request and persistence. I do try my best to listen. It just took me a little bit of time with my work schedule and wedding anniversary to get on it. So let's get straight into it. So once again, we have Sundial Tyrant. He's a 3/3 for 2. He actually has really cool art. I'm not gonna lie. But he does nothing. But this deck is going to be just like a mono-white creatures deck. Well, not creatures deck. A mono-white support the commander deck. And then we have a couple bomb creatures in here that I just really like. Okay. So without further ado, let's go in. For our bombs, our big creatures that are not supporting Sundial Tyrant, we have Ancient Gold Dragon. You know, when he hits, you get a whole bunch of fairies. Anti-Venom, one of the few cards that I actually like from the Spider-Man set, and spoiler, since I wanted to see if the set was as rough as we were all saying online here, I did buy, financially irresponsibly, a box, and I believe I got, I got an Anti-Venom out of it, so there's at least that there. But he has, when Anti-Venom enters, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and if damage would be dealt to him, prevent it and deal that. And a similar card in this vein is going to be Phyrexian Vindicator, which I did not realize this random mythic from Phyrexia All Would Be One was a $9 card, which is interesting, because I have a bunch of them. He prevents damage, and you deal damage to any target for the damage prevented that way. Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Silver Seraph, which was my first rare. I had to throw it in here, because this is kind of a nostalgic deck list. We've got Mangara, the Diplomat. And then our support cards, right? We've got Kongming, Sleeping Dragon. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Your Sundial Tyrant. We have Elish Norn, giving your Sundial Tyrant. Oh my goodness. +2/+2. Giver of Runes to protect it. And then some more utility with Eternal Dragon to get some planes, Esper Sentinel, and Solitude. For sorceries, I did try to meme a little bit. I put Approach of the Second Sun in here because, he's a Sundial. You gotta have some sun. That's why we also have Sunscour in here. Sunscour is you may remove 2 white cards from your hand from the game rather than pay its mana cost, and then it's destroy all creatures. Oh, look at that poor woolly rhino on there. Poor little guy. We have Austere Command, Day of Judgment, Decree of Justice, to get you a few extra creatures if needed. Farewell, Secret Rendezvous, Savine's Reclamation, Vanquish the Hordes, and Wrath of God. For instance, it's all going to be about protecting our stuff and removing the enemy stuff. So, we have a Chroma's Will. It protects our stuff. Angel's Grace keeps you from losing because you are going to be the target on the game by running such a powerful commander. We have Blacksmith Skill, which is target permanent gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. If it's an artifact, it gets +2/+2. Clever Concealment, Dawn Charm, Disenchant, Flare of Fortitude, Flawless Maneuver, Generous Gift, Lauren's Escape, which is target artifact or creature gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Mana Tithe, Path to Exile, Rebuff the Wicked, Reprieve, Reprisal. Oh, I have the original art for Reprisal. It's got this goofy red monster on it and stuff. It's an interesting one. Restoration Magic, Sajiri Shelter, which also is Sajiri Glacier. Stroke of Midnight, Swords to Plowshares, Unbreakable Formation, and your temple is under attack. For artifacts, we've got Caged Sun, we've got a Chroma's Memorial. I didn't even know that this was an art for this thing. Interesting. When I threw it over from Scryfall, this was not the art that I threw over from that. That's interesting. Lightning Greaves, more boots, more boots. Our Lumen class Frigate, which will give him +1/+1. And Pearl Medallion. For our enchantments, we're running Authority of the Council's Blind Obedience, Darksteel Mutation, which is actually good on your commander because he doesn't have any abilities. So, yeah, he'd become a 0/1, but hear me out here. He gets indestructible. Dictate of Heliod, Felidar Retreat, Flowering of the White Tree, Ghostly Prison, Glorious Anthem, Land Tax, Timely Ward, and True Conviction. Then we're running 37 lands, 31 of which are plains. We are running Adagia in here because you can create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. Activate only as a sorcery. So you can do that to copy your enchantments and your artifacts and do silly things with them. We have Castle Ardenvale, and we have Karoo. I like Karoo. I have one of the OG ones. But yeah, that is this first one. I know this one's more generic and might not be up to your satisfaction. You didn't really give me too much of a guidance to go with this one. So then the next one here is Voltron. All right. This one is Sundial Dawn Tyrant. Okay. And then the creatures in here are to support him. Right? Double strike other artifacts you control of Ward 2. Makes your artifacts and equipments cost less. Or sorry, aura and equipments cost less. Artifacts cost less. Halvar's in here. Pure Steel Paladin. Paladin Dance to help protect your stuff. I do have Jotun Grunt in here because if people destroy your stuff, his cumulative upkeep is put that stuff back on the bottom of your library. So, you know, not too bad. Good old, well, I think it's Jotun. Jotun Grunt, not Jotun Grunt. My bad. I don't speak any of the Scandinavian languages. Lodestone Golem. To make other people's non-artifacts cost more. Sram, Stoneforge Mystic, and Voyager Quick Welder. The whole point of this deck is going to be to suit up your one creature, your Sundial Dawn Tyrant. And you're going to make him smash. And I hope, Hellheart, that you would enjoy having him be the focus of your deck. We've got Idyllic Tutor in here to search up some of that stuff. We have Open the Armory, Open the Vaults for when they eventually blow up all of your stuff to bring it back, Organic Extinction, and Revoke Existence. I really like the art on this card, by the way. Then we have our, like, a similar package to the last one. It's going to be predominantly things that protect and then also things that remove. So nothing too out of the norm here. We do have Second Sunrise, so if they blow up all of your stuff, you can get it all back. And then artifacts, it's going to be equipment. We have Basilisk Collar, Black Blade Reforged, Blood Forged Battle Axe, Caduceus Staff of Hermes, Champion's Helm, Dragon Fireblade, Extra Planar Lens is not an equipment, but it'll double all of it. I ran this instead of Caged Sun for this version. Lightning Greaves, Loxodon Warhammer, a classic card that kind of fell out of favor, but I love it. I love it so much. Mask of Memory, which lets you draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Maul of the Skyclaves, which is when it enters, attach it to target creature control. It gives the creature +2/+2 flying and first strike. Quiet as Spike to take half their life. Rogue's Gloves, whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, you can draw a card. Shadow Spear, Swiftfoot Boots, Sword of Feast and Famine, Sword of Fire and Ice, Sword of Light and Shadow. We are also running the Eternity Elevator for a Mana Rock. We have Thran Power Suit. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each R and equipment attached to it and has Ward 2. For our enchantments, we've got All That Glitters, because of course we do. We have Angelic Gift to give our creature flying, and you get to draw a card. Darksteel Mutation, just like the last one. We have Spirit Link to give it not quite lifelink. We have Sigarda's Aid, so that way we can, equip things. And then Forge Anew, and then Flowering of the White Tree. And then 32 Plains, 1 Karoo, 1 War Room, 1 Rogue's Passage, Buried Ruin, and Castle Ardenvale. Well, Hellheart, I did it. I did Sundial Dawn Tyrant for you. Let me know what you think. If I missed the point, if I did you proud. But as always, I am Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you want to see a deck idea made fruition, you could always just put it in the comments below, or you could be like Hellheart and put it in the comments down below every day for like a week and a half. Thank you all very much, and have a wonderful day.